What's happening, everybody? Back again with another video. And this time we are going to look at probably the budget subcompact of the damn year. This is the Canik TP9 Elite SC. And let me tell you, that Elite moniker, it's pretty appropriate. Before I get into this gun, let me just mention a couple things that I've added just so that we get it out of the way. So this is a Shield SMS2 red dot. So it's a micro red dot that's pretty perfect for this thing. And this is actually Canik's gold PVD plated extended barrel. This is a 4.1 inch barrel. The gun actually comes with a 3.6 inch barrel. So it extends at about a half an inch. It's got a nice little threaded or thread protector right there. And so don't expect that to come with this pistol. But what does come with this pistol is a lot. So let's start out with the smaller magazine. So this is a 12 round magazine that comes with. It's got a nice little extension for your pinky right here. And it's got the nice little texturing here on the sides, on the front, and nothing on the back. So it's nice and flush. And that's because the back side is going to be covered just slightly by this back plate. In addition to that, you get this nice little hard polymer box. Okay, pretty nice. Thin box, which is nice. It's not too bulky, easy to tuck away somewhere. You get an extra back strap. You get an RMR plate cover, or like a an optic cover if you're not going to be using an optic. I got my little optic cover right over here. And it comes with a pretty decent holster that can be swapped from outside or inside the waistband depending on how you're going to carry it. So this is set up right now for inside the waistband. However, all you got to do is flip these little belt clips to the back side and voila, you have outside the waistband. So pretty nice. It's nice and firm. It clicks in very positively, clicks out very positively. So it's, you know, for something that you're getting for free, it's actually a very decent holster. Okay, not the best, but definitely decent enough to get the job done. You get a lock and you get an extra magazine. This one's a 15 round magazine. So again, that nice texturing on the front and on the sides, and it gives you a few more rounds to play with. And it doesn't really extend the gun out too much. I mean, you can see right there, it's just pretty much an extra, about an extra inch or so. It definitely is nice with that base plate on there. Again, gives you a little bit more surface area to work with and get a better grip on your pistol. So pretty nice. It comes with a bunch of tools, including a tool, a little dial, which I'll show you right here at the bottom. This little dial is meant to use with the turrets on the Shield red dot so that you can actually sight it in. So kind of odd, but it's nice that, you know, they've included something like that, because the turrets on the Shield does not have actual indications on how far you're turning, and it doesn't really give you an idea of how many clicks or whatever. You don't hear clicks to begin with. So, you know, that at least gives you a way to measure how much you're adjusting your red dot. You also get this flat butt plate for your magazine if you want it to be completely flush, and that'll fit on, I mean, really either one. But if you want it to be flush, then obviously you're going to have to put it on the 12 rounder, because this one's still going to stick out too far. But outside of that, you get like a little cleaning kit, some manuals, all that kind of good stuff. And the cleaning kit is nicely tucked away on the top cover. So overall, a very, very nice package. Okay. Again, it's a value that I have never personally seen something that is of such high quality but costs so little. So let me just go ahead and say that the build quality on this pistol is excellent. Everything from the lightning cuts in the slide to the tungsten Cerakote work that they've done to this thing, to the nitride coating that they've put on the inside of the slide, to the texturing on the polymer lower, or the polymer frame, I should say, to the trigger, and we'll get into that in a second, to the sights. I mean, everything on this gun, it screams high quality, except for the price. So here's what I'm very much impressed with. All right, let's go ahead and just talk about it a little bit. Let me throw that mag out of here. So first off, look at this trigger. Okay, now obviously it's got the little safety, kind of like the Glock safety. Okay, so if you're not gripping this trigger all the way around and you're just gripping the side, or if it's an accidental pulling of the trigger, as you can see, it gets blocked right there. That red part that's sticking out the back right here, that is what stops it from engaging the actual trigger. You can see it better right there. When you actually have your finger wrapped around, it depresses that red portion of the trigger in so that it's going to be able to go through that little slot and engage the trigger. So let's go ahead and talk about that pull. And here we go. It's a nice, very smooth take up. Okay, we're getting to about 6 millimeters of travel. And then you reach a wall. When you reach this wall, it's a nice and light pull, possibly 3.5 pounds or so. You get just a little bit of creep, and then, oh, so nice. All right, let me go ahead and charge this thing. Look at the reset. Oh, beautiful. Oh, no travel after the reset. This trigger is gold, y'all. Gold. All right. Now, I'm not really going to do a review on this optic. To me, it's perfectly suitable. These are from, just kind of give you a little rundown, at least, so you don't say I didn't tell you anything about it. These are hard polymer on the outside, and this one does have a glass lens. Some of them have polymer lenses or acrylic or whatever the hell they are. But in either case, it's nice. The dot is, from the looks of it, like a 3.5 MOA dot. And it's nice and clear. It's always on. There's no on-off button on this thing. In order to turn it off, you have to take the sight completely off, and the battery is sitting in there basically flush. So as soon as the battery makes contact with the bottom portion of the or the bottom plate here, the little red dot adapter, it makes contact and it lights up. So just kind of know that. The gold PVD plating on this thing, on this barrel, is outstanding. The barrel cost me, I got a nice little discount, and I ended up getting this barrel for just under $200, shipped with tax and everything, so not too bad. And it is gorgeous, right? Except for that little bit of oil right there. So anyways, it's a match grade barrel. Like I said, 4.1 inches, super accurate, the coating, for whatever reason, just does not want to wear in or wear out, which is very unusual, but very nice. It just looks sick, right? So I like personally having that little bit of extra barrel. And I feel like it's going to give you just a little bit more velocity, maybe help you out a little bit with the accuracy. And it just kind of looks cooler. So anyways, did that. You do have a firing pin indicator, okay, right here in the back. So when it is charged and ready to fire, you'll see that little red pin that's at the back side. And as soon as you pull the trigger, try to get this in focus, it disappears. All right. It also has a chambered or a chamber indicator right here at the top. So if you do have a bullet in the chamber, it'll pop up just ever so slightly, and it'll have a little bit of red paint underneath there to show you that you do have a loaded barrel. As I mentioned, the Cerakote that they've put into the slide is very, very nice. It is tungsten. It's like a metallic type of coating, as you can see. The lightning cuts are nice and aggressive at the front end. They're about medium at the back, so just super, super nice. It looks a little bit like what you would find with like an HK, like a VP9 kind of thing. By the way, they give you some extended magazine buttons if you'd like that kind of thing. So if you want it to stick out even further, they already include that with the package, which again, very, very nice what they're giving you with all of this. Okay. This gun, as you see right here, everything on here, the optic, the pistol, the barrel, everything that you see on here. And this gun's still under 700 bucks. Okay. It's nice and compact. Let me just kind of show you. This is my full sized FN 509 tactical. Okay. Which is a small pistol to begin with, really. But you know, it's still kind of heavy and it's a little bit longer, but all right. The difference in length is not that much. It's maybe, I mean, that's including this extended barrel, so keep that in mind. But even with the extended barrel on there, you're still talking a difference of about a half an inch or so. Okay. The frame is where, you know, the biggest difference is at. And that's kind of what gives you that compact profile and the ability to conceal this thing pretty nicely. So frame definitely makes this thing more of a compact than the slide does. If you put the slide on a full-size frame, you've pretty much got that gun right there. But you know, again, for the money, holy shit. Okay, so the gun you're looking at right there, I've invested over, I don't know, 1,500 bucks or so, more. What am I talking about? Upper teens for sure. All right. And this gun, I've got less than 700 bucks. And it's just, I keep telling myself that. I keep saying it out loud, and I'm just like, dude, how? Because I'm telling you, when it comes to the quality of this thing and what it feels like to shoot, it's freaking excellent. It stays nice and flat. It's got a nice high purchase, so you got a nice high bore access. You've got a super accurate barrel. Even the standard barrel that came with it was very accurate. It's a match grade barrel, even the standard one. It's got like a bunch of different features. So you do have some rail space down here at the bottom if you want to mount accessories, and you do have 2 slots to work with, so you can still mount some micro lights and lasers and whatnot. You've got an excellent trigger out of the box, which, you know, it saves you having to go out and buy $150, $200 trigger. And what else can I say? You have ambidextrous slide release right here. That's nice and big, easy to manipulate, really easy takedown, easy to clean. So what more do you want in a package for a subcompact? I'll wait. So if you guys are looking at one of these, let's break it down. All right, price wise. This thing without the barrel or the optic is going to run you about 450 bucks. If you add that optic on there, and you can get it for cheaper. This is just kind of like you know, retail pricing I'm talking about. So if you're on Gunbroker, if you're finding one on the market or whatever, you might end up paying 400 bucks or maybe even less for the pistol itself. Optic goes for about 150 bucks or so. Like I said, the barrel's under 200 bucks. Not a bad package here, guys. Not a bad package. I'm very impressed with the quality. And even if you, let's just put it this way. If this thing cost as much as that, okay, maybe a little bit less because it is a compact, but let's just say that it's an apples to apples comparison in terms of cost. And let's say that this thing, stock was a $700 pistol, and you're throwing all this crap on there, and then at the end of the day, you're just over $1,000 or so fully invested. I would say it's worth it. Okay. If I didn't know how much this thing went for, I would just say that this pistol at 1,100 bucks, the way it's set up right now, it's worth it. I understand where the value comes into play. I understand the quality and everything that I'm looking for, the features, accuracy, reliability, everything else is there. All those boxes are checked, and therefore it's worth it. But then when you tell me that this package right here that I just told you I'd be fine paying 1,200 bucks for costs you less than 700, wow. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And neither should you. You should go out and buy one. If you're looking for a subcompact, it's not the smallest of subcompacts, so just kind of keep that in mind, especially if you're going to throw on the extended barrel. But if you're looking for something like this, please look into them. Handle one if you can. Fire one if you can. You'll be impressed. All right. As always, guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be in on the next video. We did have a winner to our giveaway of the Vortex RD1 Crossfire Red Dot, and that winner was announced in the community chat on YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Whack Mac. Whack Mac, Merry Christmas, and your gift is on the way, my friend. Until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace out, everybody.